A New Life in London.
Jennifer stood at the airport with her suitcase in one hand and her dreams in the other. She had always wanted to live in London, and today was the day she would start her new life. The city was big, busy, and full of history. Jennifer felt both excited and nervous. She had left her small town behind to explore something new. As she stepped out of the airport, a cool breeze touched her face. The air smelled different, like a mix of fresh rain and coffee. London was famous for its weather, sometimes rainy, sometimes sunny, but always changing. Jennifer pulled out her phone and called a taxi. The driver helped her with her suitcase and asked, "Where to?" "To my new apartment in Notting Hill, please," she replied. The taxi moved through the city streets. Jennifer looked out of the window with wide eyes. She saw tall buildings, old churches, and red double-decker buses moving through traffic. People walked quickly on the sidewalks, holding cups of tea and coffee. London was alive and full of energy. When Jennifer arrived at her apartment, she felt a mix of emotions. The building was beautiful, with white walls and black iron fences. She took a deep breath and stepped inside. Her apartment was small but cozy. It had a big window that showed a view of the street below. She placed her suitcase on the floor and smiled. "This is my new home," she whispered to herself. The next morning, Jennifer decided to explore London. She took the Underground, also called the Tube, to Buckingham Palace. The palace was huge, with golden gates and tall guards wearing red coats and black hats. She watched the changing of the guard, where the soldiers marched in perfect lines. It was exciting to see a part of London's royal history. After that, she walked to Big Ben. The clock tower was tall and beautiful. The sound of the bell was loud and strong. She took a picture and sent it to her family. "London is amazing," she texted them. Jennifer was hungry, so she went to a cafe near the River Thames. She ordered fish and chips, a famous British dish. The crispy fish and hot fries tasted delicious. She sat by the window and watched boats move on the river. London had so much to see and do. Over the next few weeks, Jennifer visited many places. She went to the British Museum and saw ancient artifacts. She walked in Hyde Park and watched the swans swim in the lake. She shopped on Oxford Street and bought a stylish coat for the cool weather. At night, she saw a musical in the West End. The actors sang and danced on stage, and Jennifer felt happy to be in such an exciting city. Life in London was different from her small town. The streets were always busy, and the Underground was sometimes crowded, but she loved the adventure. She met new friends from different countries, learned how to drink tea like the British, and even started taking evening walks along Tower Bridge. One rainy afternoon, Jennifer sat in a cozy bookstore with a cup of hot chocolate. She thought about how much she had changed. London had made her more confident and independent. She had a job interview the next day, and she felt ready. As she closed her book, she smiled. Moving to London was the best decision she had ever made. Her new life had just begun.